to the Barbershop Podcast. I'm going to ask my Uncle Larry a question. The topic today is, was the male teacher wrong for letting his female students remove his braids? Now, let me tell you the story. Maryland teacher was in class. They had a situation going on in the school where he needed his hair to be done. He had braided his hair. He's getting his hair redone after school. So he needed to take his hair out after school, but he wasn't having enough time to do it. So he asked his female students if they were done with all their work, at the end of the day, they could help him take his braids out. So like 6 or 7 little girls were taking his braids out. He was recording it for his TikTok. He puts a lot of his kids on TikTok. So he makes a TikTok, but the comments in the TikTok are like, yo, why is this dude letting these little girls play in his hair? They were cooking him about letting the little girls play in his hair. And he was like, yo, if I was a female teacher, I wouldn't have a problem with this. So he went on to explain what he did. You know what I mean? He was like, I wrote them passes and stuff. If they were done with their work and they didn't get in trouble, or he was like, don't send them to my class to help me with my hair if they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing and getting their work done. My question to you is this hypothetical? No, this is a real situation. Okay. And now he's fired him for it. And the students are texting him now. They're texting him now saying, why didn't you come to class and stuff like that. And he's crying online about how much he misses being in class with his students. So my question to you is, was the male teacher wrong for letting female students remove his braids after they finished the work?
Well, in retrospect, yeah, because there was some negative repercussions with it. And when you take a job as a public servant, a teacher, there's certain guidelines which may not even be written in your contract that they can hold you accountable for. It was on a feeling, it did not look correct for school, like, well, we ain't gonna deal with it. That's just like some of the football players, and the one would say, well, he hit me. And before they even investigated, the team fired and said, we don't want nothing to do with it. So they disassociate themselves with the individual.
I get that. I want to know from you as a parent, right? You as a parent, you as a dad.
Well, I wouldn't have no problem with my daughter doing that because I trust my kids and to teach the kids the right thing the right way. And if he had that before with the kids, maybe he should have. I don't know what type of relationship he had with the parents.
Some parents came out and said that from the school came out and were like, yo, he's a great teacher. My kids love him.
But see, again, all they needed was one person. And the school would have to react to that. Oh, we can't have that. We don't want to answer those questions. We just going to get rid of that individual. So the question you asked, how I feel about it, I wouldn't particularly have a big problem with it because now, if he's picking up a ticket,
I feel like the TikTok makes it a little less it's on TikTok like, I'm at school, this is how close I am with my students.
You can't publicize controversial stuff that somebody's going to look at and say, well, I don't think that looks right. I was in the school.
But the internet, the internet's trash though. The game was laying with his daughter. He was laying with his daughter. His daughter, I think, was at the time like 13 or 15, something like that. Like, she was a teenager. He was laying with her. Like he was sitting down, and she came and like cuddled him. You know how kids are. And then I think she took a selfie. I think she took a selfie. And they were like, "Hey, why is he holding her like that? Why are they so
Miley Cyrus and Billy Ray Cyrus in the media?" And people look at you ever see? And people look at me like, "What the heck?"
Nah, they
you know, father and daughter. You know, too close. People don't like that. You know, so it's perception.
Why people don't?
Perception.
With your baby though?
Perception, man. You got people that ain't happy.
Break it down, Uncle Larry. Some people just miserable. So he should have told me.
He couldn't do that. I mean, nothing wrong with it. I wouldn't have no problems with my daughters did that.
Do you have a problem with the school firing them? Do you think the school should have fired them?
The school's got to fire them. Damn, one complaint. A half a complaint. A quarter of a complaint. A funny look with the eye. School's like, now we can't even answer those questions.
I understand, man. I'll be honest with you. I normally have a lot of extra follow-up questions there, antagonizing, I got nothing, bro. I'll be honest with you.
Gotta go.
But I will say I disagree. I would not have my daughter taking out some man's hair at school.
See what I'm saying? I trust my daughter.
And not that I don't trust my daughter. I don't see how that's appropriate for school. There's no point in the school day.
So you answer the same question. You can fire them too.
Yeah. I'm just saying, if I don't think it's her taking on a man's hair. That's not the part that bothers me, right? But if we weren't in school, if you didn't have internet access to my daughter, you wouldn't have the opportunity to create a space that was so intimate that she felt comfortable taking your hair out at the school.
But I would know who my daughters are comfortable with and who I would be comfortable with because I was very involved with school.
Yeah, but what part of comfortable is come take out my hair after you finish your school? I feel like that's a very intimate. They were saying that you
Well, if it was one-on-one, now that might be a little different. Unless the parent knew that, okay, my daughter is going to help this gentleman with this hair, and I'm okay with it, and we got that report. But still, see, there's a fine line of perception. Again, you are a public official. You are a public official. You have a perception like. You used to get fired off. I used to get fired. I could get fired off my job when I was working for going out the street getting drunk. And they say, Mr. Martin, we heard you was out there acting like a fool last weekend. You know, we're going to start processing you out. Why ain't you nothing on the job? No, you misrepresent us.
And I also feel like the idea of him being an official puts pressure on the kids because he's trying to get away braids out. It's like, you know, I'm just saying, like, you know, it's a fine line to walk of like we're just comfortable, but it's like, you know, bosses invite their secretaries out to the company retreat in Cancun. Like, hey, you work hard, we can go out there, you know, you can be my plus one. Now, I ain't saying you guys sleep in the hotel with me. I ain't saying you got, you know, be. I just said you come with me, and she's like, whoa, why would he invite me to Cancun? Yeah, because there's baby suits in Cancun.
I know about Saturday run at normally.
Right, yeah, I got
what they can go to.
Yeah, my gratitude to you. And that little suit is like, you know.
Yeah, all you gotta do is fill away. You got what you say? Half a look.
That's right.
Half a complaint. Quarter complaint. He out of there. Thank you, Uncle Larry. What I say about y'all? Yo, let's go stay over there. Show me. You know what? Let me
I'd like to hear what somebody else got to say.
Alright, so fellas, I broke down the story. If you guys haven't heard it, there's a Maryland teacher. Have you heard about it already? The Maryland teacher? The Maryland teacher who went viral on TikTok. He was posting his female students taking his braids out. Now, the reason they were taking his braids out is because he had an engagement with his hair done afterwards. He had braids. He couldn't take his braids out during the school day because there was some kind of event or some kind of picture they were being taken. So his hair had to be still in braids or whatever. But he wasn't gonna have enough time. So he said, hey, he wrote notes for some of the girls, for the teachers, like they finished their work, they haven't gotten any trouble, you can send them to my class.
Oh, so he involved other teachers.
Other teachers and his own students. He was like, you know, they can come, it's like a project. Like, before the school day's out, 30 minutes before the school day's out, come over, you guys can help me take my grades out before the end of the school day. A male teacher. The male teacher was having the female students remove his grades.
Who got the phone?
Who got the phone?
I got it. He has a daughter, so
we don't know who has the phone. So my first question is, was he wrong for letting the female students remove his grades?
Unique reflections.
You said hell no, so I feel like it's a no, but I would. Was he wrong for letting the female students remove his grades?
Yes.
Wrong for him. How much was touching in the first place?
You think they're touching in general?
Yeah, this is the kid responsible. And first of all, there's a time and place for everything at school. Shouldn't be doing that at school anyway.
He was saying that he had a close relationship with his students.
Shouldn't be having that relationship with comfortable enough with that.
You ain't let me finish. It ain't now. I don't care. Would you let your daughter take it? Would you let your daughter take his braids off?
If she's not comfortable where she's comfortable enough to touch him, then there's a problem. Like that? Absolutely.
I said a similar thing. To be honest with you, I'm like, where in school do you get so comfortable with a teacher that you're touching his hair? That's like, I wouldn't want my daughter to go and be playing with the beard of a teacher, right? I wouldn't want to touch on the beard of a teacher. Why I want to play? It's no different than it's a very intimate touching. He's a grown man. He got fired from the school, and the students were texting him, saying, "Hey, Beston, where you at? Where you been?"
So obviously they have an outside relationship with their texting, and they have his phone number. That shouldn't be.
And he's reading the text messages.
They probably got his social media accounts and everything else. That's where it can get to where it's a blurred line. Yeah. Lines can get crossed.
Do you think with the female teacher you had the same problems?
It'll be the same issues. And you have too many stories where these teachers, women.
First of all, these women are out of control. I just seen when they got a day. Why? So I have to ask a question. Why are guys okay with these little boys smashing these pretty looking teachers? Why?
Okay with it?
No. There's a large amount. Where were these teachers when I was in school? To me, I'm like, that's great, by the way. But when I hear the comment, when you see the teacher, you look, it's a little daddy, it's a little 24-year-old sex pot. And she like, yeah, you know, she out there, she done slept with a 13-year-old, 14-year-old. And the guys are like, man, where was this teacher at when I was in school? And I'm thinking, we don't really, that little boy got raped by the teacher. Shouldn't we be like, is he okay? Like, shouldn't we be more concerned? But I feel like why are you trying to be like,
I wouldn't be okay with it.
I wouldn't be okay with it. But why do you think some guys respond with, where were those teachers when I was in school? Why do you think that's a response?
I mean, I got
You have to have a sense of-
well, that's it. I'll give it.
I get it. So you think,
But they're not doing it for their job.
like they are like, where was
Yeah, not their
yeah,
job.
not the kid, they're just thinking with their adult thing, like, oh yeah, I can get it. I still think it's a
But I
So
mean-
back to the teacher. Back to the teacher, do you think that they were right to fire him?
Yes, I'm not a big fan of black love.
All right, and I think my last one was personal life. Absolutely. So online, there's right to fire. Some people are saying that they're only hypersexualized because it's a man. And you think it's regardless, because it's man or woman, he was out of place. He was out of place to take the hair off.
So like 2 weeks.
All right, Kev, your turn, Brody.
I don't have any kids, but
We ain't got no kids. You heard it here first. Kev ain't got no kids, bro. Nah. Kev ain't got no kids, baby. Yeah. Nah. You told her yourself.
so all my kids.
There you go.
But I think that's inappropriate because it seemed like almost like a opening for him to hit them
Oh,
later.
they got that little
Like,
He texted me, guys, phone number.
yeah, so who's to say, hey, can you come through to the house? I need to take my hair out.
Why is that the automatic situation for, like he was saying, why do y'all minds go there?
So it seems innocent. It does come off innocent, right? Because you said
Well, we don't have long hair, but I think people with long hair.
but you say
usually have hair.
he involved other teachers, right?
He wrote notes for other students to leave their classrooms with other teachers.
So that sounds innocent. But at the end of the day, I don't.
Handpick certain kids to come take his break?
Well, he said there were certain kids that
That he has a relationship with.
well, oh yes, he was posted with some kids.
Exactly.
Hold on, so he handpicked the kids that he wanted?
I don't know, handpick sounds so insidious.
Right.
But yes, he picked out the kids that could come through because I guess they're familiar with hair. I'm not exactly sure. My thought process doesn't go around who can take my hair off and put it in the school day. So I don't know how that works. You know what I mean? I don't know how that works. That's very odd.
Outside looking in, it looks innocent, but that's like almost like a gateway. Hey, I need my hair taken out, but I'm at my house. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Oh, you guys did such a good job at school the other
Yeah.
day. Can you help me out on Saturday?
Yeah.
He didn't do that though, but like, you know, still, he didn't get the chance. He didn't get the chance. Why are we automatically making this dude? I seen this man cry reading text messages. I don't think he's, I don't know.
R. Kelly cried.
He did.
How old are these kids? High school?
High school.
I think they were middle school.
I don't
They
know
look,
some middle
but
school touching my head.
then again, like I don't know, but all these kids look like babies to me. Like I see 24-year-olds that look like babies to me. So I don't know. They were very small children, but they were old enough to like have cell phones. So I say middle school, but I don't think they were high school kids. I don't know. Could be high school kids.
That's like a blurred line. I mean, like, come on, man. You're a grown man. Go to the hair salon. Get in that to take your hair out.
Would you?
Hold on,
care?
commercial break, Mr. B. Get in that to take your hair out.
Where we at? What's
Unique reflection.
That's gonna be $20, bro. What you got now? We'll do promo.
I mean, he could have called him that.
No. I can
Pause.
pause. Hey, what you call it? So you wouldn't have your kids, there's no scenario where you'd be comfortable with your kids taking out of that.
Nah, daughter. Daughter. Yeah. Oh, son. Oh, man.
You know, with five,
Yeah, right. What is your son?
He gonna call the fathers and be like, hey, can your daughter take my hair out? Did he do that? He probably did.
Nah, he doesn't.
Exactly. He probably wouldn't.
What's up, man? How you?
Can you imagine getting a phone call from your daughter's teacher?
Right.
Saying, hey, I'm gonna keep her after school for an extra hour.
So she can take my braids out.
Take my braids out. Will you imagine that phone call?
So, the only way I would be comfortable with that situation is if my daughter was in college school or something, and she gets some extra credit.
Right.
For taking out her teacher's hair?
Yeah, in cosmetology school.
Nah. After class? You couldn't have done that during class? I'll be there on time. Get your ass to the car. Should be after school, after credit, cosmetology class. That just sounds crazy.
Nah, the whole situation is, that's a blur.
Do you feel like he did something wrong, or do you think he did something inappropriate? Like, do you think he was, do you think he was, I guess, his intent? Do you think it was intentionally grooming? I know you guys, we lined it up, right? There's a lot of opening for it to be negative or grooming, right?
Right.
But do you think that it's just an open space to be in where it's easy to pervert the line, or do you think that he just should avoid that?
He should avoid it all along. Let's not even accuse him of anything, right? He might have had all good intentions, but the way it looked, like, come on, man. You're a grown man, you work, go to a salon and get your hair taken out.
Well, I guess he's gonna take it out because he's gonna get it taken out to get it done. He's getting it done after school, so he's out to get it done. But you're like, change your hair for me.
Yeah, you change your hair for me, or while you're in class, you can take it out yourself.
Oh, you look it up? That's it right there. Hey, that's it. Look at that. Look at everybody. Let's put him on the camera. He like, buddy. This video's gonna be in the video anyway.
Yeah. He don't look like he.
Yeah, I mean, you see him when he was breaking down. He looked like he's hurt. But the text messages look like one of the middle school girls crying about their French statue. Like he's breaking down. Like he's like, I can't believe. He's like, I'm like a father figure to some of these kids. Some of these kids, I'm like a big brother. You know what I mean? I don't have a relationship with them. But it's like, even with that, right? For them to meet some of the bond that connect with. I've worked in school, so I understand connecting with the kids. I don't have one hair, so I've never been in that situation where I'm like, I need to maintain my hair, and the amount of time that goes into it. So that's just not a natural thing.
So would you feel comfortable telling some of your students, yo, comb my beard,
We're not grooming. We're not grooming the teacher. And in fact,
I'm trying to maintain my waves.
brush my hair. Yeah, we don't do that. We don't maintain. We don't groom ourselves through the children. I appreciate it. All right, guys, we're going down guys. Somebody else. Great. What's up? Brother. Welcome to the pod. You know what I mean? From last grade. It's big day. It's great. So you heard the story. The Maryland teacher let you mind being on camera?
Yeah.
Yeah, a Maryland teacher let his female teachers remove his braids during class to like keep ready for school. Do you think that was inappropriate?
What's up, man? What time you down for?
My head, I got a very straight head. Already messed now.
Okay.
Yeah, my daughter, he has. You can squeeze me in, you can squeeze me up.
Yeah, I got one that's out.
I might have no actual problem with that. And we might have to have an outcome that we have to deal with.
You got one that, okay.
I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding at all. I might have to call through the school on that.
Is that inappropriate to you?
Yeah, that's inappropriate.
Why
My
is
daughter
it
be touching another grown man.
Why is that
Grown
inappropriate?
man.
First and foremost, I ain't do nothing. I ain't even got long hair.
But yeah, he's a grown man.
What's inappropriate about it? Just that he's a grown man?
Yeah.
Can you describe what
Yeah.
I mean, one, that's not what she do in school.
Right.
Like, it's not cosmetology school. You're not there to learn hair. You know what I mean? That's not why she's there.
What they want to say,
Two
I don't feel right doing it, but they don't.
is, I think that might be like a little personal type thing. Too
Like the
personal.
boss saying, hey,
My daughter would be
take my hair out.
sitting there taking
Right.
your hair out.
But she looks at him like an older brother.
Huh?
I'm trying to be the other side of the coin, alright? Just let me cook, alright? Let me cook, alright? Damn, shit, this podcast. Hey, she views him as an older brother, right? So she's comfortable with him. She views him as an older brother. She confides in him about things. And, you know, when things going through school, she might come talk to him about some of the issues she has. Extra counselors, so to speak, right? Like youth, you know, they're like youth counselors or pastors and stuff like that. They're a little bit more younger age. He's a younger looking teacher, so I feel like they connect with him a little bit more. So what if she just has a more, she feels more peership with him, right? Because of his younger age. Does that still make him comfortable?
What grade is she in?
Middle school. Maybe like earlier.
So, whatever. What grade does middle school go to up first?
Eighth grade.
Eighth grade.
All right. So, you mean eighth grader can relate to even not only book, can relate to an adult. I don't see that separation.
You know, I wish I could argue more, but it's hard to, like, look, I'm honest with you, right? It's really hard to defend it because I feel like it's the intimacy that makes everybody uncomfortable, right? It's not an uncle, it's not a brother, it's not a family member, and it's a school situation. And something I thought about later was just the hierarchy, right? We don't feel comfortable with a boss asking his secretary to come take his braids out after work. You know what I mean? When you finish that paperwork, you come into my office and help take my braids out. That'd be inappropriate for a secretary. That's not what we're supposed to do. Even if they are cool, we feel like that's a little inappropriate. Even if they're cool, she's comfortable with it, he's comfortable with it, consenting adults. We'd be like, that's a little wild for your secretary to take the braids out for you. And here we are with teachers and kids. We give them a prized possession. And this kid's so comfortable with his teacher and I was physical touching of his hair. Granted, it's not sexual, it's not, you know, unclothed.
What about the 64 teachers? The kids even ask them to do that.
The 5-1.
I don't have long hair. I don't have long hair, so I don't know. I keep trying to understand long hair, right? That don't gotta be work. Like, people come here and get their hair done by now all the time, right? It's work. I get what taking out all your hair might be tedious and you would like some assistance with it. I understand, right? Especially if these kids have not been familiar with your hair. And it just looks too much to have thought.
As men, I think like there's all these stories about teachers sleeping with their and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? You gotta wait and see.
Trying to get personal one day. What's the say to this guy? What's the say to
At least give her a chance.
Now get you stop by my house and that's where I was going with it. I feel like you're trying to get a little too personal with it.
So when we have these conversations, I try my best to not interject. If you notice, we talk about this for a few minutes. I have not once mentioned my dog in this scenario. I was like, you know, the more we talk about it, the more I'm trying to avoid interjecting me and my situation in this situation, even though I'm hot about it. I don't want to bring my baby into this situation. Because I already know how I go, and I already know, I don't even leave her with y'all. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, she with you, you see, if I got my baby, she with me. I'll cut the show off right now and go get her if she needs to be got. I don't do none of this, like, in between stuff. What I look like telling them to leave class early to go play in some teacher head. Right. I wouldn't leave the school. So when she was here, oh, Daddy, I took her to school.
I ain't had that running.
I'm in Mr. So-and-so face figuring that out.
I'm gonna say the next one.
We're gonna get to the bottom of that because Mr. So-and-so got this company. Bro, do you mind asking the same question?
Yeah.
All right, so you got a daughter. You got any kids? Huh? You got any kids? No. All right, so you got a daughter, right? You got a daughter. She's in middle school. She's grade 8. Oh my God, they fired Johnson. Me and follow the girl that Mr. Johnson's braids out. I did the school on Tuesday. Yeah. What's your first response to that?
I mean, I feel like it's a little weird.
She's tore up. She's crying. Mr. Johnson is fired.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know people that have been close to the teachers, but seems like a little too much.
The hair, taking the hair out? Do you think it's inappropriate? Would you be okay with your daughter taking out a grown man's hair at school? I think taking a grown man part makes it negative. But I can't help say that's the problem. The problem with it is the grown man. I have to take the issue. Teenage girl taking out a grown man's hair at school. Grown man is receiving.
Yeah, I would say so.
What do you think you should be fired?
I just don't understand. That's hard to say.
I understand.
I don't know if I would say fired, but yeah, I mean, everybody who gets.
So I'm with you, right? At first I thought, damn, he should be fired, but then I started talking to Larry, and Larry's right. Like, it's in the same vein as someone grooming kids to be in a program. So even though he might not have had those intent, like if you know
Opposed, actually, she's not.
this road
She's illegally
leads
since they've been counting, but it was somebody else.
time in jail. You
But I
know,
mean,
go
that's
down
not,
that
okay, that's neither here nor there.
Or you go down this road, there's five.
She's successful.
You don't go down that road because that road is on fire. You don't take a first steps on the road because well, I wasn't gonna go all the way down the road. I was just gonna take one step. You just stay off that road, you go down the other road. So I can see where once you take a step in that direction, you take half a step in that direction. You look like someone who wanna go down the other end of the road. So they're like, why don't we wanna be on that to defend those 2 steps you took down that road, right? Understand. I can get why he was let go for the inappropriate. I was fine with the
Comment? Winfro said, shout out to Winfro, fan of the show. Winfro said that you doing something at your job that ain't got nothing to do with your job.
At your job, the phone doesn't do with your job. It's the most accurate. Yes, maybe
The only thing that
you should not be having your kids take out your kids. You call the grown women that you know. Or the grown men, the men do it too. To sit outside at your house and take your hair out without your kids. Because the kids is what messed you up. You should have left the babies alone because now you're jobless. But you agree with losing the job?
Not in associate first.
He's gonna lose his job, well, I'm gonna get him.
He gonna need to lose his job, so I don't know where to find him.
The only thing it was, and he posted on TikTok. And then, would you be mad at your daughter's on TikTok taking out his hair? Why would you be mad about the TikTok? They dancing $1 million baby. We're taking his hair out.
Man, you know why is it gonna seem crazy?
First of all, you can't post my kid. He posted your kid, they dancing $1 million.
I ain't gonna go there. Not the fact.
We go out.
I've seen
I got to do it over. I don't like it. I like her. She only was like I'm gonna bring it back and let you know. All y'all that don't know, I got a series in Bronx I got. It's in the fire, but I don't think I like that. So climax and impact on that. But anyways, here we go. Maryland teacher, a male teacher, let his female students remove his hair. You okay with that? Let his female students remove his braids at the end of the day. If 5 or 6 female students come into the classroom and take his braids out,
I was looking at the.
they were finished with their work and stuff. Everybody was finished giving notes to some of the students that were in his class to come back and take his hair. I think that was inappropriate for him to have a female student remove his braids.
That's what you talked about. You want to get his hair done. They in class is over. They're hanging around, take his braids out. What's wrong with it?
It's like,
Okay, so you're okay, but you let your daughter take her braids out?
They cool. Yeah. It's like you in the hood, somebody in the front porch, they braid somebody's hair, or somebody, hey, come on, do this side while I do this side. Same concept.
So you think he was fired? He got fired.
For what?
He got fired for having the kids taking his
Did
hair
he
out.
make them do it?
No,
Or
these
did
are
they will or
kids
something?
these are kids that wanted to do it. The kids that took his
What
braids
the hell
out.
they get fired for? She says that's bullshit.
Oh, you okay with it? All right. Why? To you, it's just unfortunately, these are like teenage girls.
Teenage girls, and they're taking out a dude's braid. Oh, it's his hair.
Yeah.
I thought it was like another student. My bad.
His hair.
I thought it was a kid
Hey,
doing it. Man, that's my
yo!
Oh, hell nah. Head to the salon. That's why I said that.
That holds to that.
My bad.
That is
I thought it was kids. I thought
Yo, you see him say
I thought it was kids.
Nah,
Like, you think you take my hair out?
I
I
said
got you.
male teachers.
I thought you said the male teacher allowed the students
No,
to
the
do
male
that.
teacher
He
allowed
got
his
fined for letting the
female.
students. That's
No,
all.
he let his female students take out his braids.
Oh, no, that's a creepy shit. Nah, man.
Winfro dying.
Nah, you got me looking goofy and shit on
Nah, I just want you. I was trying to let you
Really, Phil? Bro, nah.
So you're okay with it, huh?
No, you Mr. Crabtree. You sitting there with all these locks, like the Rakadushi. If you watch Ruthless, you like the Most High, all this hair, and you got some female names. Jennifer, Mallory, Cece. Fine ass over here, take my hair out. And them your students. And they all on you. Nah.
He's close with the students.
I don't care what I'm saying. I can take your hair out,
Okay.
Mr. Steve.
So he was breaking five.
Like where is you know? You know what I mean? I don't know about
You
this.
don't go and take your fucking hair
I think
out.
that's a little harsh, but at the same time, it's not.
I'm not gonna say it's hard because it's in line with that. Like it's in line. Like, how you gonna look like one of them? I wasn't gonna go all the way. You're doing PDF actors.
But depending on how, it's like context is everything. Depending on how close they really were. You know, their home environment and stuff like that. Context is and that's what we don't know.
You might move your head that way, and you'll sit like
So
this.
that's what I'm saying.
Let the hands do it.
So I can see it. I can see it from both ends. I can see a genuine love for these kids. You know, from an adult standpoint, like a uncle. You know what I mean?
Other kids
Those games that
let the kids do it. I like that.
you're charged with being a teacher. You're getting paid to be a teacher. I think there was a lack of professionalism and that escaped our hand. She forgot about that. Just because of that. Then now it's Pandora's box. You know, you're thinking about what else are you allowing? What else are you asking about? What else are you not thinking about? You know what I mean? Is it not there? Is it always going? Yeah, like, you know, it's just too many questions. So I can understand it from both sides, you know what I mean? But at the same time, it's a lack of professionalism.
They were killing him online saying he was grooming these kids.
Lack of professionalism.
If he was professional, he would be in that conversation.
Yeah, you shouldn't just kept it teaching. You know what I mean? Like, you know, little girl, don't get out of my head. Not only that, it's like, why are you not taking care of your business? Why, you know what I mean? Why are you as the man in a lot of these young girls' lives, why are you doing unkept?
No, his hair was done. He had his hair done before he got pictures.
Because he wanted to get it done again. So why not have it done?
Because it's pictures of him saying out white, so he couldn't take his hair out during the school day. He came out in between anything, so his hair was
They were keeping kids out the school.
And that's my point. That's my point. Why haven't you having? Why aren't you getting it taken care of? Get it done at the appointment. You have an appointment. That's it. You paying for it. Let the stylist do that. You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing?
some stylists require you to take care of it. But I mean, either way, the children shouldn't be the solution to your problem.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So, you know, the only thing I can see is try. You know, they don't be like, come on, Mr. So-and-so, let me take your hair out. Please. All right.
No.
There's still a lack of professionalism, but like that contact kind of matters.
I want to ask you a question, but if you hit me, you're going to jail. Alright? You're going to pick your sons up in football.
Pass.
Pass.
I look like, what you about to
God
ask?
give us an extra hour.
I need you to make a short of this. You do this right here, and then you have me say the pass, and the clip ends right there. You listen to my content, bro. You listen to my content. Cut. Right there. Pass. And then you got that It's right there. Then you edit that to that face right here. And then that's the face. And then that's the clip.
So what are we saying about him putting it on TikTok? So if he was he trying to make a point? Was he trying to push people's boundaries?
He records and he had other videos. I didn't go to his page, but he TikToks himself interacting with his kids and doing things with TikTok and stuff like that. But in the classroom, which a lot of teachers do on TikTok, they do things with their classroom, the songs they sing, ways they get the kids to learn, and sometimes they go viral for them. There's a lot of popular teachers on TikTok that do education. He was showing his relationship with his students. He was like, we're so close, they help me with my grades. He was kind of showcasing his relationship with his students, right? Which got a lot of backlash because the things you say of having someone grooming your heart, you know what I'm saying? And like, you wouldn't have, I wouldn't have
I get the intent that, like, let's just give him the benefit of the doubt, and let's say that he was completely genuine in his intentions. I get it. He is missing this professional environment and order that he has now learned to live vocational hardship. And he skipped that part. And like, you can't do that. Like, hey man, you reach out to me. You just got caught. They thought of that.
I got another. Look, two people that gave me the greatest information of the day. Uncle Larry broke it down. We really didn't need a podcast. We could have just talked. We could have just stopped at Uncle Larry. But I kept going, all right? And I tried. I tried my best. I avoided this scenario as much as I could, but listen, my daughter is not going to touch another man's, is not going to school to take any man's braids. That's the absolute, that's not even on the minimum of things she's allowed to do. It's not about the man's intentions, it's about where she's at, the context of where she's at. She's not at a house, she's not with family. There's nothing about their relationship that she's building at school that she needs to be. There's no relationship that's still bonding to that point. I don't care how quickly she is with the relationship should be at a base where she should be touching your face, your hair, anything on you. You know what I'm saying? Texting your phone, there's no reason for her to be texting your phone. I should be texting your phone about making arrangements with you. She shouldn't be texting you about anything that's inappropriate because you are her teacher, right? So like her checking and texting you, you get fired, she's checking and texting you to check on you is inappropriate. She should be saying, Dad, you check on the teacher, I haven't heard from her in a while. It should never be a point where those two things are connected at the level. I think that because of the way things have gone in the past, it's not about him particularly, it's about what it looks like. And where it's at, it's just on the line, it's on the cusp of something that it is inappropriate because it looks just like the other inappropriate relationship that we have. He had kept it professional, like Sean was saying, we wouldn't have any of those problems because no matter how close they were, they could have a professional baseline for it. And when they missed that professional baseline, it got to where it was at. What did Uncle Larry say? Uncle Larry was like, yo, if they're not going to, school is not going to stand with complaints in that degree. When it looks like that, when it's in that area, it's like they're just going to cut all ties with you because they're not going to defend that area. That area is inappropriate. So once he took a step into that grooming or sexually inappropriate, you know what I'm saying? Once it look like or could be perverted to that extent, they're not going to go to bat for you because why would they want to attach themselves to that narrative? You know what I mean? So I understand him being let go. At first, when I first started the pod today, I didn't think he should have been let go. I thought that was extreme. I was talking to Larry, talking to Sean. I think he fired himself. Trying to be viral on TikTok. He fired himself. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you guys for watching.